Megan Cerullo joins us now. She's a CBS MoneyWatch reporter. Megan, always good to have you. What was driving the market today?
Actually, I want to talk about mortgage rates, and we've seen applications for mortgages dip for a fourth straight week, and that's because rates are high, and so it's making it more expensive to buy a home, which also affects sellers. And so high rates combined with tight inventory makes it really tough for both home buyers and sellers right now.
And talk to us more about how that breaks down, because I understand with different generations there are kind of different approaches, not just to home ownership, but even where they're choosing to live. What are you finding out on that front?
LendingTree, which is a platform that matches mortgage applicants with lenders, actually parsed data and found that about 15% of all mortgage applications came from Generation Z. And these are young adults between the ages of 18 and 25. And what's interesting to me is that members of this generation are even applying for mortgages and have homeownership on the mind because they're so young and they've only been in their careers for a short amount of time, so they don't have a lot in savings, which means that cities like San Francisco, New York City, many places in California are simply out of reach and unaffordable, although they'd love to live there. They're sort of not on their radars. But Salt Lake City, of the mortgage applications for homes in Salt Lake City, the largest share of those came from members of this demographic, followed by Oklahoma City in Oklahoma and Birmingham, Alabama. And that's because these places offer a mix of city life, and Salt Lake City, for example, is also just a short drive from the mountains or a lake. So they appeal to younger people, perhaps with young families.
That's very interesting. And I'm wondering how much of that is Gen Z growing up in this period of uncertainty, now entering into like adulthood, having experienced the pandemic and the financial uncertainty that we have right now. So since they're more moving to these cities that are less of the more popular big cities in America, how are cities then like San Francisco, New York, Chicago doing?
Well, they're being buoyed by older and wealthier individuals who can afford to buy homes there. And it could also be that members of Gen Z who are young and single and don't yet have families, they're okay renting in places like Brooklyn or San Francisco. They don't need to.
So they're still going to those places. They're not buying
exactly.
real estate
Those kinds of cities and metro areas are still hugely appealing and popular among young people. They're just not necessarily looking to own quite yet.
That's interesting.
I want to ask you a quick question about remote work with these wildfires and the smoke, just because it's something people are seeing in the Northeast right now. That might have an economic impact. But what are you hearing on that front, just because it's news happening as we speak?
Certainly. Anyone who's been outside today in New York City has, luckily we're all hopefully by now accustomed to wearing masks. I wore my KN95 just walking here into the broadcast center from the subway. And we've already seen that Google, for example, sent out a memo to workers in offices across Canada and in New York and other locales in the U.S. saying, don't come into the office because of the air quality. And we've seen some other corporations say the same thing. Sports leagues in New York City that host volleyball leagues, for example, canceled games last night and tonight. And companies are canceling outdoor retreats. New York City public schools said that while schools open, they've also canceled outdoor activities. So it's concerning, and corporations are urging their workers to stay healthy and stay indoors.
But interesting how quickly companies can pivot like that because of the experience during the pandemic. They know people can work from home. All right, Megan Cerullo, thank you.
Thanks very much.